Hey, I'm Steve Stevens here at my home studio in Hollywood, California, and I'm here to demonstrate for you the wonderful, amazing Two Notes Torpedo Studio. And this is an incredible unit. Enables you to basically use any amplifier, high-powered amplifier, without the use of a speaker cabinet. It comes loaded with tons of mics and cabinet configurations as well. You can download third-party impulse responses. It now has an active interface for use on your computer for editing. Really easy to use, and it really has changed the way that I've gone about recording guitars, certainly in my home studio. So, show you some of the sounds. I'll show you how I use the unit, and I really can't say enough good stuff about this. So in this unit, I've basically built 3 presets with different cab configurations, mic configurations. Some of these are impulse responses that I've downloaded from various guys who make them online. If you Google guitar cabinet, impulse response, IR, or whatever, you'll find all of these third-party responses. So first one here. It's a little bit brighter. So the second one is, like, I would say, a bit more traditional, kind of old school, really good sounding. And what's really cool about this is if you're a guy like me who, you know, when you're tracking a tune, you usually double your guitars, you can just go through these, get a different cabinet and different kind of sound and different ambience on your left side as opposed to your right side. So then the third one is, this has become my kind of go-to one. Very full frequency, you know, 2 impulse responses on this guy. One side has very high, you know, real bright and all my top and my bottom, and then the second impulse response carries all my mid-range, and you can mix the two, and you can even record your cabinets in stereo if you choose to, so it's pretty useful that way. Take our loved and revered 57. So it's pretty intuitive, and you can hear exactly what you're doing as you're manipulating the software, which is really, really cool. So, and then you have with the two-note stuff, you also have, you can do power amp. I haven't really gotten into this aspect too much. I'm more of an impulse response guy, just because there's so many available, and I just can find the distance in the impulse response that I like, the microphone that I like. But with this one preset, I think I've done all of my stuff with, yeah, this is all of the two notes cabinets. This is Bo Green, not sure what cabinet it is, sounds good. Brit 60 obviously is a Marshall style cabinet there. First one is using a condenser 201, and then second cabinet I'm using a 414 on. And with most of my stuff, I just add a little bit of compression so that when I hit that thumpy low end, it doesn't peak out on my VUs or anything, so I can get my levels pretty even. Just a little tiny bit of the compression I find helps. And then, let's see here, this is my first one. And this, I believe I'm using only a collection of impulse responses. And I'll give you a tip in that when you're combining two cabinet sounds or two impulse responses, go for opposing frequencies. So by that I mean my first one, I've muted my second one here. You can hear it's quite bright and a bit of bottom, but very bright. So, and my second one, much darker, bit more ambient, and because they are totally phased aligned, when you combine the it's a really cool and easy way to get all of the frequencies that you want in your sound. In addition to that, you have an EQ section which you can add different frequencies in. I try not to do too much of that because I don't want to commit to I want the pure sound, and I can always do that in my mix or whatever DAW you're recording in, you can EQ or whatever, but I try and keep it as basic as possible. And with this unit, as I said, it's intuitive. It's really it's easy to use and it's fun, and you start thinking the same way you do as being a recording guitarist in the studio, miking up a cabinet. You feel the same way as that using this piece of gear. There's not too many amp sims or pieces of software which make me feel like I'm recording big time and for real, and this unit really does feel that way.